Touch up. It's one of the ones I've been working on for a bit here. Accidentally scratched it before I put the sealer on it, so it needs a bit of a touch up before I actually seal it. Which means I'll have to let it dry again before I actually seal it. A lot of back and forth in this project, but that's alright. Well worth it in the end. Been working on this wand for, well, I actually started this wand back at my old place, but in the middle of moving, I did not get a chance to finish it, so now I'm finally getting to finish it. So the total time I've actually put into working on it is probably about 3 weeks. And that includes the handle here, which was a lot of fun. Crafted that out of clay. Clay that I use is air dry, so I don't have to put it in the oven, which is nice. Because trying to stand up a stick in the oven to bake the clay on it is not easy. Hello. Just doing a final coat of this. What is this green color called? So this green is called Hooker's Green. Not sure what that means. Hello, Ritiki. Just come to hang out, see what I'm doing. So when painting on something like this, trying to avoid leaving any brush strokes behind can be a little bit difficult because there's always going to be brush strokes when you're using a brush. But I find that if they're all at least going the same way, it's difficult to tell. So there was a brief preview of this wand on my TikTok channel. Once it's fully completed, I will probably put a much better video of it on there. Anybody that's interested, I do craft these in my spare time. So I play D&D with a couple of friends, as some of you already know. And one of my favorite characters that I've ever run was an artisan when it came to magic items. And I do hope to run him again at some point. Unfortunate thing is he's technically dead. But the beauty of a role-playing fantasy world is you can bring the dead back to life. We are not limited like the genie. What my team does not know is I already had a backup plan for when he died. Because I'm crafty that way. It's the beauty of having a lineage in there. So I've been playing that character for over 10 years. His name is Shelby, by the way. Funny story about how he got his name. When we first crafted this, first wizard I ever played, and I'm really bad at naming people. So I put it to my party, and the only member of my party that was there was my friend Greg. And I said, "What should I name this guy?" And Greg responded with, "His name shall be," and I said, "Shelby." Got it. It was pretty funny. So that was his name, and that was the birth of that character. People unfamiliar with him, he's a dwarven wizard. First created in the Dragonlance campaign setting. So he was a hill dwarf, which there are several kinds of dwarves in the Dragonlance campaign setting if you're not familiar. But I like the hill dwarves the best. Although, playing a gully dwarf at some point would be kind of fun. They're not the brightest at all by any stretch of the imagination, but they actually get bonuses when pleading in cowardice, which is kind of a funny way to, get things done. But it'd be great to actually see that in gameplay. All right. So I think I hit all the areas that were damaged on here. I actually do have several wands that I'm working on. There's this one that I'm finishing up. Now, sorry about that light behind me. It's a little blinding. But I've got this one that I'm finishing up. So better view for you guys. The gold on the shaft of this, I actually used a wood burner to create kind of a canal. And I don't have a brush that thin or that precise of a hand. So I ended up filling it in using a needle. So filling in an entire area using a needle is time consuming. Just doing a once over here, making sure I didn't miss anything. So once this paint dries, I got a spray kind of lacquer that I put on it that will keep it nice and protected. Evil looking black and red one, huh? Let's see what I can do with that. Let's see. I got this one that I'm working on here. The bone wand. It still needs a lot of paint. I really like the way that turned out. So, yeah. Black and red, though. I'll keep that in mind. But I don't believe that a wand can be evil. It's the person that wields it. No, thanks. Yeah, I actually enjoyed making the bone on that. I got a little detailed with it. If you look at the very end there, I don't know if the camera will show it. Hang on. Probably not going to show it, but if you look really close in here, I actually added a bunch of little holes to kind of look like marrow. Kind of see it, not really well. Yeah, it was fun. Stay. So we got that. All right. Oops. A little bit more here. I'm also going across the gold area because I did get a couple spots a little out of the lines, dragging the needle through there. Felt like a little rock music this evening. Got some Linkin Park going here in the background. All right. So that is gonna sit here and dry. I created a stand using a Capri Sun box because I need these things to stand up while they dry. So I just cut some holes in that and I just place them in there and it works. One of my favorite items, my friend Marie got me this thing. Look at it. It's a little rocket raccoon tiki cup. I thought it was one of the coolest things ever. It's adorable. But I use it to hold my paintbrushes. Alright, so that was one brush I'm working on this evening. This is the other one. I decided to go with a gold shaft on here. I'm still not entirely sure the color I want to go with the handle, but I really think like a blue. Kind of want to go with a blue. What do you think? Any thoughts? Let's see. I think I'm going to mix my blue with a silver and maybe a bit of black to darken it. I think this will give us a pretty awesome color. Let's try it out.